Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to Dee Smith. Welcome to today's session. Today's session, The Reckoning, The Doc by 50 Cent is #1 on Netflix. Everybody is talking about it. The ending of 2025 is wow. Marlon Wayans is beefing with 50 Cent. I don't know where he found this picture at, but this is hilarious. But you know 50, I'ma clap back. I'ma clap back. I'ma clap back. This is crazy, man. Crazy ending of 2025. 2026, you got the Keefe D trial, the Lil Durk trial. But let's react to this video right here, man. Welcome to the session.
And Sean Combs' The Reckoning is now the #1 TV series on Netflix. The docuseries takes an inside look at Combs' rise to fame and the allegations that led to his fall. It's also raising questions about Diddy's role in pop culture and new serious allegations about his alleged connection to the death of rappers Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. Combs' attorneys filed a cease and desist last week, saying the documentary, quote, was conceived and produced by Curtis James Jackson, aka 50 Cent, whose irrational fixation on destroying Mr. Combs' reputation is a matter of public record. They brought up use of personal videos from Combs in the docuseries and claim in or about 2023, CEO Ted Sarandos proposed that Netflix produce a documentary about Mr. Combs, but Mr. Combs rejected the proposal when Mr. Sarandos insisted he give up creative control. Now, Netflix spokesperson says the project has no ties to any past conversations between Sean Combs and Netflix. It's not a hit piece or an act of retribution. And Netflix says 50 Cent had no creative control over the project. ABC's legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer is here with more on that, along with Justin.
50 Cent ain't have no creative control. Man, stop the lies.
Tinsley, senior culture writer at Anscape and author of It Was All a Dream, Biggie and the World That Made Him. Hi to both of you. So, Justin, one of the most searched topics on this documentary is about Combs' relationship with 50 Cent, right? And all these interviews are making the rounds of 50 Cent looking so happy talking about this movie now, or this series, I should say. So walk us through the history there. Their beef in the past and where things stand now.
This goes back almost 20 years. I encourage everyone to go back and listen to 50's 2006 track. It's called The Bomb, and it's a direct diss to Diddy. He calls him out by name. There's obviously a business fallout here, but it's clear that 50 doesn't respect Diddy at all. He's mentioned a story about Diddy inviting him to take him shopping, but these are guys who have operated at the highest level of the music industry, which we know at times can be a very, very predatory industry. So in 50's eyes, whether you agree or disagree, it's his way of calling this out. But in a recent interview with US Weekly, he said that he's not afraid of possible repercussions from Diddy, and he's willing to meet aggression with aggression. So he stands by the reporting in this documentary.
Brian, you were involved in making this docuseries, but we do actually hear your voice in some clips. So what's your take on this? The arguments that Diddy's team is now making for this cease and desist, and what Netflix's side is saying?
Yeah, so within the cease and desist, which is basically just a precursor to a potential lawsuit that can come down in the future, they're accusing 50 Cent and Netflix of a number of things: harassment, defamation, and also violations of NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. Now, when it comes to harassment and defamation, there could be
Harassment? What?
the lawsuit that follows after this. The best defense against defamation is the truth. Does Sean Combs want to get into a battle in the courts with 50 Cent as to what is and isn't the truth? I don't think so. But the NDAs is an interesting aspect, but I don't think it affects Netflix and 50 Cent as much as the people who gave up some of these very incriminating and very intimate videos. But if they weren't paid, they may not have to abide by those NDAs.
In the docuseries, we also hear Keefe D, who's charged in Tupac's murder right now, alleging that Diddy set it up, essentially. His lawyers...
Now, after watching this doc, I do believe that Puffy has something to do with it after watching this doc.
He vehemently denies that. He has denied it in the past, that he denies it again. And they're saying that this has been thoroughly debunked. Do they face any legal hurdles here in terms of putting that allegation out there? And could it lead to more investigating?
I don't think they face any legal hurdles. These are people who are telling their side of the story. You hear recordings from Keefe D in a proffer agreement. So this is him speaking to law enforcement, giving his side of the story. Now, I believe after that, Keefe D said that he was under duress when he gave that proffer. So anything he says is not true. Where we stand with that today, only Keefe D will know. He's got a trial coming up February of next year. But in terms of more investigation, yeah, maybe. But I think Justin will tell you better than I can in terms of a lot of people surrounding the shooting of Tupac Shakur have already died. And so to reinvestigate this case may be difficult in terms of getting people on the record to actually say, yes, there was this kind of outwardly spoken, go get him, an offer of $1 million, only paying half, supposedly getting some elsewhere. Who can tell the story now today? No one knows, but sure. Can we look at it again after this? Possibly.
Justin, this also paints a different picture of Biggie and Tupac's relationship. Combs' legal team didn't give us any comment on that, but from your research, what role did Diddy play in their friendship turning into a rivalry?
Well, first and foremost, Biggie and Tupac, before the 1994 Quad Studio shootings where Tupac was shot 5 times, Tupac and Biggie were very, very close. Like Biggie opened for Tupac at his concerts. They have interviews together, so they were very close. I won't say they were best friends, but they were very close in terms of when Tupac was in New York filming Above the Rim. He was always in Bed-Stuy on Fulton Street, hanging out with Biggie Smalls, Lil C's, and that whole Brooklyn crew. But Tupac once told Biggie, he was like, "Look, if you want to be a star, you should sign with Puffy. You should sign with Bad Boy because he will make you a star." Because he understood what Puffy had meant to the careers of people like Jodeci and Mary J. Blige. So he understood that. But if you listen to Tupac in his old interviews, I don't know if he ever really trusted Diddy. I don't know if he trusted his personal endeavors or his personal intentions. So once that 1994 shooting happened at Quad Studios, you hear Tupac speak about his distrust, not just of Biggie Smalls.
So that's when everything changed. The shooting happened on the 24th. Puff and Biggie released "Who Shot You," and Tupac got all these other things going on. The court date, upcoming court date, right, or trial, and he thinking these are the people that did it. So yes, I believe Puff has something to do with it. Trying to break up Tupac and Biggie friendship. And the Netflix documentary clearly was trying to drive that narrative home.
But really of Sean Combs and Bad Boy. So I can't really say what his definitive role in their fallout is, but I know that once November 1994 happened, that there was no trust and there was no love and there was no reconciliation between Tupac and Sean Combs.
All right, Brian Buck.
So yeah, #1 show on Netflix. This picture is wild right here. Marlon Wayne is funny for this, just for the record, bro. Let's correct the narrative, Curtis. Rub-a-dub-dub, stop. Then 50 had to come back with his narrative. Crazy. But let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and welcome to the session, man. I'm out of here.